You flip a switch and the neon lights turn on. You plug in your phone and the battery goes up. You open the fridge and your tuna is cold. You never think about how it happens until the exact second it stops. When the grid goes down, society stops functioning, and the people who fix it, they aren't sitting in a cubicle answering emails. They are dangling 50 feet in the air in the middle of a freezing storm working with enough electricity to vaporize a normal cat. Welcome to the world of the electrical lineman. Today we are breaking down one of the highest paying, most dangerous blue-collar jobs in the world. A lineman is the person who installs, maintains, and repairs the massive electrical power systems and telecommunications cables that run the country. They work on the distribution lines in your local neighborhood, and they work on the towering high-voltage transmission lines that cross over mountains and highways. This is not a job where you get to stay indoors when the weather gets bad. When a hurricane rips through the coast, or a massive blizzard shuts down a city, linemen are the first ones called out. They are the emergency responders for the electrical grid. Let's talk about the tuna. If you're looking for a career that can financially out-earn a standard desk job without taking on a mountain of college debt, this is one of the best paths in existence. But the pay isn't exactly the same everywhere. Nationwide, the average base salary for a lineman sits around $85,000 a year, but that is just the baseline. In states with a high cost of living and incredibly strong unions, like California, Washington, or New York, a journeyman lineman easily pulls in over $110,000 as a base salary. In the South or the Midwest, where the cost of living is lower, that base might drop closer to $70,000. But here's the secret that everyone in the trade knows. Linemen do not live on their base pay. The real wealth in this career comes from storm work and overtime. When a major disaster knocks out power, utility companies pay double time, sometimes even triple time, plus daily per diem to get the grid back online. A lineman who is willing to pack a bag, chase storms across the country, and grind out the brutal overtime can easily stack $200,000 of tuna in a single year. You are trading your time and comfort for a massive payday. So how do you actually get into this? The best part is that you do not need a four-year degree, but it isn't a walk in the park. The most common route is going to a specialized lineman college. Before you even apply, you usually need to get your Class A commercial driver's license because you have to be legally allowed to drive the massive heavy bucket trucks. Once you have your CDL, line school takes about 3 to 4 months. It is an intense physical crash course. You will learn electrical theory, basic safety, and you will spend hours learning how to physically climb wooden poles using spikes on your boots. The cost of this schooling usually runs between $10,000 and $20,000, depending on the program. Compare that to a $100,000 university degree, and the return on investment is undeniable. But after those 4 months, you graduate and you are still not a full lineman. You start at the bottom as a grunt or an apprentice. An apprenticeship takes about 3 to 4 years of strict on-the-job training. But here's the absolute best part of the blue-collar path: you're getting paid the entire time. You earn a solid paycheck while you learn the trade, and every year or every 1,000 hours you complete, your pay automatically bumps up. Once you finish your apprenticeship, you test out, and you officially become a journeyman lineman. That means your ticket is golden. You can travel anywhere in the country, walk into a union hall or a utility company, and go to work. Now, before you drop everything and buy a pair of climbing boots, let's look at the harsh realities. The pros of this career are obvious. You get massive earning potential, incredible job security because electricity isn't going anywhere, strong union benefits, and a deep sense of brotherhood. You aren't staring at a screen. You are outside, doing highly respected work that actually matters, with a crew that has your back. But the cons are heavy. This is consistently ranked as one of the top 10 most dangerous jobs in the world. You are dealing with extreme heights, brutal weather, and high voltage. In an office, a mistake means a typo on a spreadsheet. On the line, a mistake means you don't go home. Second, the physical toll is intense. Your knees, shoulders, and back take a heavy beating from years of climbing poles and lifting heavy gear. And finally, the time away from home. To make that top-tier money, you have to go where the work is. You will miss birthdays, holidays, and weekends. The electrical grid does not care what day it is. Blue-collar work isn't a backup plan. For the right person, it is the ultimate cheat code to financial stability. If you have the grit to handle the storms, the heights, and the physical grind, becoming a lineman offers a level of freedom and wealth that most white-collar jobs can only dream of. If this video helped you learn the lanes, hit subscribe and let me know in the comments what career path should be broken down next. Until then, keep stacking your tuna.